Howdy, Possum Patty here, and today I have a YouTube first. That's right, never seen before anywhere on YouTube. I am going to crush these Easter egg coloring tablets and use them as color burst crystals on, and this is what makes it unique, this paper, which is made out of horse poop, poo-poo paper. So I'm going to take Easter dye tablets, crush them into crystals, and use them as color bursts on poo-poo paper, paper made from horse poop. So come on along for the YouTube first. First step is to open up the box. I got this on clearance at Walmart for 29 cents. And there are 6 dye tablets here. And I got myself 6 little plastic cups. 1 for each color to put the smashed up tablet into. This comes with stickers, wraps, cardboard things. Okay, where's the tablets in the bottom? Okay, wow, $2.98, and this is what they give you, right? Right. Okay, so this is my mortar and pestle. It's a very nice one. I bought this at a powwow. It is used to crush herbs. But I am going to, excuse the banging, crush up my tablets into a fine powder. Use it like this. Okay, let me clean this off. Easiest way to get it into the cup would probably be to put it on a piece of paper and funnel it in. Get them into a nice powder. Wipe it out so we don't mix up the colors. Okay, I have no idea what colors these are, but that is color number 1. Okay, and I will do the same for all of these. This one looks kind of orangey. So I don't know how I got this idea. This was just something I was thinking of, how to use these tablets. Now I've seen people, you know, do these tablets according to the directions on the package, even adding vinegar. But you know what? I would not add vinegar to these tablets if you're going to use them on paper, because vinegar is an acid, and I think the only reason, now this is my chemistry, I may be wrong here, but if I remember my chemistry, eggshells are more of a basic calcium carbonate or whatever they're made out of. They're more basic, and I think the acid in the vinegar is basically just to break down the shell a little bit so that the dye sticks in to the egg, absorbs into the egg better. I have not looked this up. I haven't Googled it. I'm just thinking of why would you add vinegar to a color to get it to stick to an egg. And I'm thinking because vinegar is an acid, and chicken egg shells are the opposite. So the acid would break down chemistry on the surface of the egg a little bit so that the dye sticks. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to follow the directions to put it on paper, skip the vinegar, because then you wind up with an acidy paper. You probably don't want acid paper in your journal. Probably some kind of blue or purple there. Oh yeah, so I was saying, so if I'm wrong on that chemistry, please note below, because I haven't looked it up. I just kind of made that up. I probably can Google that before the end of the video. Uh-oh. I think I just lost a piece. It went flying. Wow, went pretty far. Is that it? No, that's not even it. Okay. I don't know where it is. Carefully, carefully. Oh yeah, so people have followed the directions on the box and then dyed paper with the Easter dye. And they came out very nice, and I thought that was a good idea. But like I said, I don't think I would add vinegar. I should have picked up another box of these for 29 cents. I could have had more fun. Could have had more fun. I'm not paying $2.98 for 6 tiny tablets, though. I don't care how many stickers they put in the box. So I thought I would try something a little different and use this as a powder and just throw it on like a color burst tablet. Pay attention here. Does it say what colors are in here? Dab tablet on damp paper to determine the color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe these are the colors. Do not eat eggs kept at room temperature over 2 hours. Oh my gosh. We used to leave our eggs out all day and then eat them. I guess that's not recommended. We didn't have so many rules when we were kids, did we? Okay, then I have one more. I don't know how the Poopoopaper is going to react with water. This is a YouTube first experiment. I haven't done this before. I haven't seen anybody else do this on Poopoopaper. So I got the Poopoopaper at the flea market. I got the egg dye, 29 cents at Walmart. It's probably up what it's worth, 29 cents. I wonder if one of these is supposed to be a green. Isn't this nice? This is made out of granite or something. Yeah, I think granite. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so now I have my color burst crystals. I hope they burst with color. I hope they burst with color. or else I guess I'm doing this for nothing. Ah, it's an experiment. And if it works next year, ooh, when these go on clearance, I'll buy a bunch. I'll buy a bunch. Okay, got my colors all lined up. Oops, excuse me. Make some room here. How am I going to do this? All right, I'll put them over there. Actually, I know I'm so disorganized. I'm going to put them over here because I don't want them where I'm spraying the water on the paper. So this company is called Poopoopaper, and they make paper out of several different poos, I think, not just horse poo. But any animal that eats a lot of grass, their poo is basically just a bunch of fiber. And fiber is what you make paper out of, whether it's cotton fiber or wood fibers. Okay, so here's my first 4 to experiment. Gotta check the time on my camera here. All right, so I'm going to, oh wow, you spray it. Some colors come out on the paper. Isn't that interesting? Well, where did those colors come from? Look at this. See, orange, red, blue. That's interesting. Must be something in there besides horse poo, because I am very familiar with what horse poo looks like. I gotta make sure my hand is dry. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? I have no idea. Maybe I'll have to sprinkle some more water on there. Okay, let's try some more water. Oh, that's interesting. Too much in one spot there. Gotta go easy. Gotta go easy with it. Okay, so that was this one. We'll call that one hot pink. And what will go with hot pink? Something that looks like orange, maybe? Don't need to put too much. Ooh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see. Gotta put enough water to get those crystals to melt. Ooh, me lucky, me lucky. Wonder how they're gonna look when they're dry. All right, let's put on. I don't know what colors these are. Hey, I gotta get another paper towel. Okay, I had to dry my hand so I can touch the next color. I'm gonna put just a little bit of this, which I think is purple. You really don't need much. It's like a concentrated. Oh, maybe this is red. I thought it was purple. Well, let's see what color it is. Oh, that's interesting. It's like crimson. Crimson. Wow. It does look purple in the cup. Okay, we can put a little bit more color on this one, I think. Ooh, look what's going on over here. Look what's going on over here. I got a lump there. Didn't smash that one very good. It really does look better if you can sprinkle it on there pretty finely. Too much, too much. You got like a big blob there. Don't need that much. Okay, I'm gonna move these out of the way and try some more. Okay, I marked those cups, yellow, crimson, and pink. Oops. Yellow, crimson, pink. So I have 3 colors here I haven't tried yet. I have no idea what they're going to be. Start with a little water. Ooh. Yeah, I got purple on my finger. Cleaning off my finger. Probably from picking those up. Okay. Put some water on there. Maybe I should try some other papers too. I just figured I'd do this because there's just not that many Poopoopaper videos out there. I don't want to contaminate colors. Okay, don't know what this one's going to be. This one may be orange. I think I'm putting way more on there than I need. Spread it around a little bit. Okay. My marker. And which one was that? That was this one. Orange. Okay, got 2 more here. You know what, I need one of those little tiny spoons. Ooh, this one's going to be the green. Doesn't look green at all. Look at that green. Look at that green popping up there. This definitely works as a color burst. Wow, that's very cool. Okay, gotta label that one green. This one is green. Doesn't look like green, but this one is green. And I already put a lot of color on there, but I want to see what this is. And then I gotta go get some more water in my spray bottle. What this is, but I'm going to put a little bit on there. Sorry about the noise. Mr. Possum's out there doing something. Mowing, trimming. So I think this is the blue. Alright, I'm going to put these aside to dry. Okay, now that I know what the colors are, and there is not a purple, Let me see if I can make a purple by sprinkling. Make sure my palm is dry. A little bit of red. I just love that. Looks just like a color burst, doesn't it? And blue. You know what? I didn't label the blue. Blue. Too much up there. I don't know if they're going to mix. I don't know if they're going to mix. I think they're just giving me dark blob there. I don't think they're going to mix together. They're just kind of staying separate. Well, that one came in very dark. See what that one looks like when it's dry. That was just an experiment. Okay. And with these, did I get blue on here? I guess I did. Almost got blue on everything. Wow, look at that. Does not take much. Does not take much. Oops. It's leaking off my finger. It's kind of like purple. Kind of brown though. So what should I put on these papers? I'm washing my finger off a little bit here. Well, it's almost like a purple. It's almost like a purple. 2 spots there. Purplish. Kool-Aid-ish. So I got some red and some blue going. What should I add on? I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to try just put little bits and see. I think I was putting way too much. Putting way too much. We just want lots of color. Yeah, like that. That's more interesting. Yeah, I like when it just so cool when it just got these bursts there. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Needs another color. Put some yellow. Put some yellow. Couple of yellow crystals on there. I like that. How about a little bit of red? Oops, not that much. I'm telling you, you don't need much. You don't need much. Look at my finger. Red. You might want to wear gloves. Ooh. Look at that. All right, let me get some more. I noticed that the newspaper was getting quite a bit of color on it. And I said, ooh, what if I just put a piece of paper underneath these and see what that'll look like when I'm done adding more color. So I'm wetting down my poo-poo paper. Oh, I didn't get a towel. Oh, the towel's right here. Okay, I did the orange, lots of oranges, reds. How about greens and blues? What's this? Pink. Pink and green. Let's do some green. Green doesn't look like green at all, does it? Until you just put it on the water. The less you blob, the more interesting it looks. Let's see. I don't need a little more green on there. And you give it a minute, it really, look at that. Ah, look at that. Let's zoom in on that one. I zoomed in a little bit here, so you can see how wonderfully this works. Look at that. I want to add blue. I want to add blue. And again, I think the key is not to put too much. Just sprinkle a little bit. So you get that color burst design. Okay, the papers are now pretty much dried. And let me just show you again how they came out. And I really think controlling the amount of powder that you put on there makes a better design. You don't get like a big solid space, unless you want a big solid space. But kind of flecking it on like that, mixing up the colors. There's orange and green with a little bit of blue. I love this one with the blue and the green. This one's kind of subtle. That's okay. This one I like the really brilliant spots here. I like how they came out. This one is one of my fave. Look at all the colors. I put a lot of colors on this one. And I like all these little bursts of color. And then I like this one, just a little bit of red in there. And this is a fun one, yellow, orange, and red. I think I got a couple of those. This one has a little blue on it. I like this little burst of pink in the middle with the orange and yellow and red around it. Another green and blue one. There's the multicolored ones are really fun, I think. I could probably go back and add more colors to those other ones. Okay, so now what can you do with these? Well, I guess you can do anything you want to. They're nice and colorful. So I tried first with my hole punch here to punch out a hole, and it did not cut all the fibers. But I guess that might be an individual piece thing, depending on how heavy the fibers are in the paper. It might be harder to cut through some of them. But I then put it in the Big Shot die machine, and the die cuts seem to work fine, and I chose these little ones. I didn't do a very delicate die cut, just kind of shapes, and the shapes seem to work fine. This is the difference. That's the back of the paper. Can you see the texture? And that's the front of the paper. Oh, and the other thing is that one piece of paper that I put under the blue and greens I was dyeing. definitely a must. If you try this, put some papers underneath that you want to dye, and the color goes right through this poo-poo paper. So now what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do a quick journal page about my experiment so I remember what I'm doing. Oh, and wait, one more thing. There's always one more thing. Okay, I just put the powders in the cups into this Dollar Tree container. But if you have those little containers with the caps on them from the Dollar Tree, I think that would work better. But since I already had the powder in the cups, I just wanted to save them because I could probably do quite a bit more dyeing with the powders that are in here. So now I know next Easter that when these go on sale, I'm going to pick up a bunch of these and some of those little containers from the Dollar Tree and make some more of this color burst powder, because how can you not love that? How can you not love that? I printed out a picture of the papers. I know that's silly since I'm going to put some of the papers in there, but that's okay. I'm going to journal about my art today. This is my Not So Daily journal that I have many pages in here I need to do. But I'm just going to go ahead and do this page. I could put this in the background. See, if I had dyed a couple of those on here, it would have looked really cool. This is cheap graph paper from the Dollar Tree. And if you put water on it or ink or paint or something, it reacts with the lines, the ink of the lines. You can see that's blue, and I turned red there. So maybe I might put this here. I might. That's an interesting background. I was thinking about putting this on here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I could make this just a tuck. Make this a tuck on the page. And in there I can put, this is about the Poopoopaper, recycled and odorless paper products made from horse poo at www.poopoopaper.com. Now these are expensive on that website. If you watch my haul, I got this for $1 at the flea market. This was one of my wish list items. So I still got a few sheets left to play with. And I could put that in there. Alright, first things first. So I use this, why not? Oh, I skipped a page. Skip the page. Let's see. This is a paper pack I got on clearance at Michael's. Alright, so I'm going to cut this paper down to size and glue it down. I'm going to leave that decal edge there because I like that. I wasn't sure this was going to work, so I only bought one pack of Easter dye. It was not very straight, was it? That's okay. I don't even know which side it goes on. Okay, I need to cut it down here. there on that line. Try cutting a little straighter this time. Okay, maybe I'll cut this down a little bit too. Okay, I cut this down a little bit, and I like to make a shape at the top of her tuck. So I just cut around the word and the bunny a little bit, around the edge. I haven't glued anything down yet. I'm thinking of making a little frame for my picture out of one of these papers and putting it up the top here. If there's room. And this, because it's heavy fibers, it tears sort of like mulberry paper. Maybe I should put this down so I know where to tear. I think I'll leave a big space at the bottom to journal on. I don't know. Let's see. If it doesn't fit, I can cut it back. Let's see. I can move this down a little bit. This is the same company, I believe, that I dyed eggs with my son, you know, 40 years ago. And I believe it's the same company that we used when we were kids. Although sometimes we just used vinegar and food coloring. We didn't get the whole kit. I could do that, and then I need to put something along the edge though. I could put some of this paper along the edge. Okay, should I glue this or sew this? I decided to just do a zigzag, quick stitch on there. And I still didn't cut this right. Well, there it is. Possum straight. Good enough. Okay, now this is thin paper here. So I am just going to put some glue stick in the middle and some tacky glue around the edge. And then come up with something. Put alongside of the page. Oops. Tacky glue. Hopefully this will keep it from curling up. have that cardboard too close to the edge there. I love this. I love this. And I would have had a bunch of dyed papers if I had thought of that earlier. See, it's kind of catching in the middle there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Trim the cardboard a little bit. Glue, more glue. It's like an operation. Scalpel, sponge, retractor. Okay. Okay. I think I will journal on this before I glue it down. I'm going to use my 005 micron pen. And today is what? June 18, 2022. Easter Egg Dye on Poopoopaper. Fun, fun, fun. Easter egg dye on Poopoopaper. Now what glue should I use to stick this down? Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh. Maybe I can make a ruffle for the edge out of this paper. Okay, a little bit of glue stick. A little bit of tacky glue. Fun art on a Saturday. Okay, now in the pocket, I'm going to put the Poopoopaper information, and I was thinking of putting something along there. Now I could tear this into strips and make a little bit of a ruffle. Look at this. I love this one. Let's see. Or just use it as a border. Just ripping it. Again, it rips like mulberry paper. Because of the fiber. It held up pretty well to all that water, man. You saw me spraying and spraying and spraying there. Now, do I want a straight edge? That doesn't have a straight edge. This has a straight edge, so we got to remedy that. Remedy that. Take off the straight edges. Do we want to fold it like a ruffle? We don't have to. We can just do this. Let's see. Make it the same size. Poopoopaper, Poopoopaper. We don't want all this straightness on there. Yeah, this one's going to have to get trimmed off at the bottom. Okay, just made that little border nice and colorful. Love this, love this. And I'm going to put the Poopoopaper information, and I think I'm going to stick in a couple of sheets of this Poopoopaper in this pocket. And then I'm going to put the rest in my pile of papers used to make things with. And just have them because I like them. They're so colorful. I love them. I love them. See if that glue is dry there. And this was a very fun Saturday art project. Share your art Saturday. So I'd like to just thank you for coming along today. Happy junk journaling and happy Share Your Art Saturday. Bye-bye.